Hi, Roger Lankvist here. I'm one of the co-owners here at Rauhala. I'm on location. It's Thursday, January 12th, 2017. It's about 0 degrees. It's the middle of winter. And I'm about to take you on a walkthrough of our site to show you a little bit of what we have here. This is our beach access road going down to our beach campsite here at Rauhala. Alright, this is what we use as our beach campsite. It's a little cluttered right now. As you can see, we have a bunch of timbers here ready to mill. This is our backhoe and our sawmill, so we can mill some lumber to make stages or whatever structures need to be. I'm just walking to the edge here and I will give you a view of the scenery. It's a beautiful day here at Rauhala. It is winter. It is very cold. So here's the far edge of the property closest to the bluff. This is the view we own right to that first point. This is our own private bay looking out towards Johnson Straits, Blackfish Sound, and Cormorant Island right there. Walking along from the beach campsite, we come up to our first outhouse. We have 3 of these outhouses we built here on location. We can't use them for a festival though, they are for private use only, so we will have to get outhouses on site. Down below here, as you can see, is a cleared area. This was one of the possible theme camp areas. And I will carry on and show you the creek. This is a view of the mouth of the creek. It's a little flooded right now because we get high tides here in the winter time. That's our old boat. And going on this way, I will show you the creek. This is another theme camp area. As you can see, we're already turning it into a little bit of an art exhibit. Rauhala is a heritage site, so there are a lot of artifacts estrue from our town's early history, and I'm fencing them off and making them into outdoor museum exhibits. This area here that we're at right now, I was clearing out to make like a little bit of a yoga meditation area. So I'm just walking down to the creek. Here's an old bridge. We're gonna have to fence it off so no one goes across that. It's heritage. Coming down here is the creek. It's still trickling, as you can see. Go up here to give you guys a little bit of a view. Here we are at the first open field at Rauhala. Possible location for parking. Here is our heritage house. It was built in 1904. We have plans of restoring it and turning it into a museum. It is part of our town's heritage. Once again, this is a heritage site, so we want to preserve any bits of heritage that are out here on location. So now we are on field number 2. That forested area there is what we call the park. I'll take you through that in a minute. This gives you a bit of a view of the second field. This area here, it's a little forested area that we cleared underneath for theme camp. It's in our second field. We call this the park. Let's give you a walkthrough. There's a little trail going through And as you can see, it's a large covered space by trees here in the middle of the field for a theme camp. So walking along the bank here beside the second field, we've fenced off with wooden corks going along the bank here so people don't go down the bank. And down below here at the bottom of the bank are beach access sites and a large clear area for camping. So this is the gully, and in the gully we have a climbing net, as you can see there. And the gully comes down and around here. This is one of our heritage sites that needs to be fenced off. And going down that way is on-site camping along the beach. This is down below the bank where we've cleared for camping. There are beach access sites going down. So walking up from the gully and the climbing net, I'm coming into this closed-in forested area. We call it the squirrel yard, and it's another theme camp area. You could see the hillside going into one of our fields there. Up in this location in the corner is a designated spot for a stage, and we are coming into our third field at Rauhala. So this is a view from our third field. Looking that way is the second and the first field. Rauhala is a 104-acre heritage farm. 1/3 of it is the fields and the other 2/3 are forest. This is the elephant, a possible art installation. Out at the beach on the other side of the farm here now. This is the wharf that we bought for the purpose of turning into stages. It's covered in logs right now and it's a bit of high tide. It is winter. I will include other videos from other seasons. This is looking out towards the other side. That's the bluff and the bay. So if it wasn't high tide right now, you would see this is a nice beach. This is the wharf. This is also the area designated for the nude beach. I just gave you a brief tour of Rauhala. I'm about to take you up the Cat Road hiking trail that goes up through the other 2/3 of the property, which are forest. And I'll be showing you some of the art exhibits I've built up the hiking trail and the giant tree, which is a possible pilgrimage for people to go up to as a spiritual retreat. Here we go. So I'm going up one of the side cat roads here. I'm going to show you one of the art installations I put in on the cat road, and then I'll be heading up to the big tree. So I'm just heading up to the art installation number 1. Inspired by Wacky Woods just outside of Courtney. I put in this I'm hiking up the Cat Road Heritage Trail through Rauhala on the way to the big tree. This was all heavily overgrown with foliage. About 3 years ago, I opened up this trail for a LARP event that I was going to host on the property, live action role-playing game. And it's been a hiking trail through the forest ever since. Keeps going up this cat road quite a ways. Up above you'll see an Ice Age erratic rock. You'll see the creek running through a canyon and an old bridge. In the summertime there are some beautiful plants that grow up there called gnome plants. They grow in late July. I'm not going to go up there right now. It's kind of muddy this time of year. But I will take you back down to Rauhala. So this concludes our video walkthrough of Rauhala. I'll be sure to include some footage from previous seasons so you get a feel for what it's like out here when it's not winter time. Alright, well thank you for watching and hope you enjoy. Roger Langfest here, signing off. Ciao.